Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are just outside of Berea and this looks like a nice spot, so I thought let's start here today by fishing. I think that's the reason why I said it. Another 3 fish. Very secluded, so I'm expecting very big fish. It's definitely a different one. A carp?
Caught one.
A rock eater. Okay, well it's pretty big. I think it's the biggest one we've caught so far. Hey, we got our first rank up in fishing. We are now a brown angler. Not dubious at all. Alright, so does it mean that every rank is gonna be like a color and then angler? So are gonna be a black belt angler at the end of it? If that's the case, I'm going for it. But for that, we need a lot more fish. Because even if we don't get a point, I hope we can at least get all the different types of fish.
Caught one.
Especially since I'm pretty sure we might not have access to all areas at all times. So I don't know if we'll ever be able to get back to Celtic. And I don't know if we'll ever be able to get back to Berea afterwards. So I do want to make sure we have all different types of fish we can get here. I think that's the reason why I want to use the ground bait. We're not done yet. We still have the sewers left as well. And who knows? Maybe tomorrow there is more to be catched by us with our angler skills. Alright, that's it for here. And we also had like 3 chests on this highway. I have been fighting a little bit, so I have been getting a little bit more used to like what type of combat they want. And I've also been using more the turbo option just because sometimes you have to walk pretty long distances in order to get where we want. Equipment wise, I haven't changed everyone's equipment yet because there's just way too much money. But I got Rean in the new clothing pieces, and I think,
my turn.
Except for uses, I changed everyone's weapon up to the new one and upgraded them with the enhancement at the Orbment Station. So yeah, so we're doing pretty good in that regard. So after we're done here, and then do use Motivate, do some extra damage, especially against the snakes, because they have pretty decent defenses.
It's my turn.
But yes, after we pick up the 3 chests in this area, we're gonna go back to Artisan Lane and pick up the required quest. And see what we need to do for that one.
Success.
And hopefully by the end of today's episode, we'll be on the canyon fighting the monsters. And I think we need to get the basalts for the optional quest. And I think we need to go all the way to the other side for the other required quest. Yes, fetch grenade. Big area, blind, seal, I like it. Recuria in chest. Is that like cure for everybody? Area cures, yeah, it is cure. It is cure for everybody, except for KO, because that's a little bit too difficult to do with this. All right, not too bad. And then we're gonna go back to the upper side, passing through more monsters. The remainder of the chests.
I'll handle it.
Oh, that's pretty big. It's pretty big. I think we can work with this. Let's see what the damage-wise it does. I think sweep is better with power, but this delivers blind.
All right, let's do this.
So we'll watch it on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
And of course, like we discussed last time, it does seem that Machias has faint on his gun now that we've upgraded his weapon, so that's really nice. I think those two will stay with Machias.
Target locked. It's my turn.
It's my turn. Eat that. Go.
I'll help.
Go.
Yeah, and it did change usage and Machias around because of the area of attack that Machias does with his gun. Which makes him so much more viable at this time, seeing as Usus doesn't have a lot of different skills yet. I think the more we unlock, the better it will be for everyone, because we use a lot of crafts. Which I think, especially when you're going with a little bit of a harder difficulty, you should do, because that's what they're there for, making combat easier. Or doable, depending on how you look at it. Okay, man. Turn around.
Now's our chance. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
I'll handle it.
Yeah, and of course with the motivate we get an extra bunch of CP
Target locked.
for everyone in the group. So we're never too far behind of the 200, so that's actually really great.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
Okay. Okay.
And then especially of course when we have the triple advantage, I just do one group attack on everyone just to get them on their way and then knock them off with the rest of the attacks. And usually I do have the group and the HP to move it all the way back. Mistral level 2. 2 rounds of ATS plus 25%. No extra art. Right.
Oh, a lake.
No, there's a treasure chest fee.
It looks so pretty.
I wonder if we can get some good fishing done in there. Sadly, we cannot get down there. Can we make it? Yeah. Shouldn't use it too much, or else I will get used to running around town like that. And I want to keep it very chill. Alright, so that means that area is completely emptied out, so we only have to go back there if we want to grind. Or if there's a quest there, for say tomorrow, because I did see a spot that would be perfect for a monster extermination. Which is of course the other, I think that's the other mandatory quest we have in the canyon. Alright, so where is, I think it's here. The jewelers. Lots of jewelry. what we expect, yes. So what you're saying is any minute now. Indeed, we should not have to wait long. Oh, it looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniforms, you're... Ah, I see Lord Juices is with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding to the field study request? We have, but I'd ask you to please refrain from giving us any special treatment on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite amenable to returning at a later hour. Oh no, it's just the opposite in fact. We're just discussing you as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you're discussing us? Does that mean... Of course. If you allow me to explain. This is Banked, a tourist currently staying here in Bereahard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. See, I'm going to be getting married in the near future, and I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Bereahard are renowned far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seems the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of a perfect ring? It is a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying that the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. Yeah, that's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income? It's not very plausible. And a Septian ring especially? That's definitely out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Brock here, and whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal. And he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right, a precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful as that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name is pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one, specifically a gem known as a Dryad Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of this actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily the equal of septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Well, I guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. So, does that mean the reason you called us here is? Exactly. I'd like you to go collect one of these Dryad Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the North Cruzen Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it is still a pretty rare gem, so finding one might not be an easy task. Well, I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be as quite the challenge our dear Francis here made it out to be, you know? Why was I expecting him here? The innocent wood nymph tears that you seek? How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who is this guy? We have our suspicions, Machias. We definitely have. Oh, do you know him, Justice? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Ah, gracious, how terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blue Blank, and there it is, our confirmation. It's really weird that he's giving his name so freely without a mask, but I'm guessing for Rean and the group, they're just seeing him as an actual Baron. I think he might even was so in Trails in the Sky as well. Not that he was flaunting with it, but I think that was part of the backstory we got. It is true, my pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts, I am a connoisseur and a lover of beauty, craftsmanship and artistry in all their many, many splendid forms. I see. He seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you are seeking a Dryad Tear? Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the northern highway, of that I am most certain. And yet, I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not as great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though, perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when it's grasped with his own two hands. You don't say. The guy's manner of speech is quite irritating. So the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative of the information, but may I ask why you're telling us all of this, though? Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek out beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man I am, I deigned to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure? Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryad Tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Good day to you. Okay, so we got the optional in the canyon, we got the mandatory in the canyon, and we got the mandatory on the Cruzen Road. I know that Eustace said handle everything else before heading to the canyon because it's a very dangerous place. I am inclined to go there first, even if it's just to pick up the bad salts, and then go back for the Seppi quest. Oh, the answer you seek lies to the northern highway. Go, behold the innocent wood nymph's tear with your own eyes. I do wonder if he's gonna try and steal it. This is Blue Blank we're talking about here. Oh, Lord Juices, it's a pleasure to meet you again. I'd be honored if I could be of service to you today. Please, let me know if there's anything you require. I'll be more than happy to oblige. It would be a great honor to serve you today. Alright. So, I'm guessing I just randomly decided, let's go to the canyon first, and there's no exit here. I think we need to fully go past this area in order to get there, right? Yeah, I can already see cliff sides through the gates, so we'll definitely be there. The only question is, will the group let us leave through that, or do we need to finish the other quest first? We should deal with the other mandatory request before departing onto the canyon path. Yeah, let's head back. Okay, so I have a feeling there's something pretty big going to happen when we reach the canyon, or else the game would not semi-force us to do this side first. If I'd known that this mandatory quest would have brought us here, I would have, of course, not have done these monsters at the beginning of the episode, but hey, can't help it. Of course it's there. It was the only place on the map that looks suspicious, so yeah. So I think we might be able to get there with just one enemy group.
We have the advantage. I'll handle it.
Even at large, it's not good enough. Yeah, let's pick these three then. It's the same two groups.
My turn.
More
All
damage.
right, let's do this.
Yeah,
All right. Leave it to me.
And having said that, we haven't even seen
yeah.
Fee's S-Craft. Maybe it's time.
Gleaming blade. Go. Now.
Gotcha.
I'll handle it.
No, I'm gonna wait for another big group.
Got it.
Go. Leave it to me. Eat that. Here we go.
Okay.
Yep, only one snake remains.
Okay. Now.
Perfect finish.
That one all right.
See? We make a great team.
Yeah. Alright, let's check that tree, see if we can get a little bit sappy. And we've got to be mindful, because there is a good chance Blue Blank will come here and try and steal it from us. Hey, it's so pretty. I'd say this is it. Alright, let's see if we can remove it without causing any damage. The Dryad's Tear. You can see through it. Its radiance truly is the equal of Septium, just as the rumor said. Yes, I'm certain this will make for an exquisite ring. I can hardly wait to see the expression on Banged face when we show it to him. Although this does mean that the Baron was telling the truth. Yeah. And we still have no idea why he went out of his way to tell us. But there's no point worrying about that now. We've got what we came for. Yep, time to go. Hey, let's give it this to Banged then. Well, I'm a bit more suspicious of Blue Blank than you are, but I think once we give it back and the ring is made, Blue Blank will start to steal it from Banged, and then we need to find it through a maze of clues through the entire city. Because that is a bit what Blue Blank does. massive armament. Look really cool with the shovel and missiles on the side. That was the emblem of the Cruisin province, wasn't it? Are they part of the provincial army? I suspect that they are members of a unit stationed in Celtic. They're likely on their way to rendezvous with the main unit in Bereahard. Makes sense. I've never seen those vehicles accompany them before though. Oh, Reifer's latest model of light armored transport from the looks of it. They lack the firepower of a tank but make up for it in maneuverability. They must have spent a small fortune on those. You certainly seem to know a lot about them, Fee. I suppose so. Regardless, we should have no reason to linger here. We should return to Bereahard ourselves. Yeah, you're right. But this does lay in line with what I said in an earlier episode, that I think the Duke is amassing a fortune in order to create his own army, and these vehicles we're seeing here is actually a slight confirmation of that. Because having these tanks, they cost money, and they're mentioning it here in this discussion as well, so I think we're heading in the right direction with that theory at least. And now the question is, if he is raising an army, why? To use against whom? I think that's going to be the interesting part of this. And there's a good chance that it's not maybe a Cold Steel 1 type of deal, but somewhere in one of the other 3 games, but we'll see. We just started, so there's still so much to uncover. Of course we need to go back first. We cannot go directly to the canyon, because Usus will not let us. I'm pretty sure of that. Hopefully after we deliver this, and Blue Blank is not getting interfered, but I can almost guarantee will. We can see what kind of stuff they sell here at the jewelers. Probably a bunch of accessories. Oh, I can believe he was able to obtain it so easily. Clearly, I just holds me in her favor for all my good deeds. Oh, clearly. Clearly. Oh, I'm pleased to see my lord in such high spirits. Though, I must admit, I have mixed feelings about this. I see you obtained the innocent wood nymph's tear without incident. Splendid, splendid. Oh, no need to waste any more time here. Then go. Go take it to the counter. Ah, you're back. Huh? Is something wrong? Well, could you give us the item? Sure. Here. Ah, thank you. Huh. What is taking so long? If you have what I asked for, hurry up and give it to me. Yes, of course, at once. Oh, what's going on? Honestly, we don't have all day. This is why you commoners never gets anywhere in life. Here it is, my liege. The dryad tear was presented to the Count. Yeah, but at this point, I would really like to remove that O in that word, but that's me. Ah, so, this is what it looks like. I can confirm that this is a genuine dryad tear. I imagine it will be a bit hard, but as it's nothing more than petrified sap, you should be able to consume it without worry. Consume? We've had to have heard that wrong. Alright then. What? Seriously? What are you doing? Walker! Here, my lord. Ah. Scum. How did this come about? What the hell are you think you're... Machias. You there, commoner. You might want to watch your tone when you're addressing someone higher ranking than yourself. Damn it, this is not good. I shall be generous and let it pass this once. But you would do well to mind your manners in the future. If you were to truly anger me, your life could be cut short. Very short indeed. I think you're the one who ought to mind his manners. What was that? Lord Jesus! What are you doing in a place like this? That does not concern you. However, we went to great pains to find a dry steer for that man there. And I'm most interested in hearing what exactly made you feel you had the right to consume it. But Lord Jesus, I legally purchased that stone from him. I have done nothing improper here. Is that what this man's saying is true? Yes it is. He agreed that he would give me a sum of mira in exchange for the tear. See? So the stone was my property, which meant I could do with it whatever I wished. Okay. But why would you want to eat it? Well, the dried steer is used in Eastern herbal medicine as it's said to possess a number of useful properties. Herbal medicine? A popular variety of alternative medicine practiced in the Eastern lands. What useful properties? Oh, nutritional supplements, mostly. But there are those who believe it can also prevent the effects of aging. Prevent aging? Utterly ludicrous. Be it as it may, it is my prerogative. And now that the deed is done, I have no reason to remain here any longer. Lord Joseph, if you would permit it? Fine, please leave. I am deeply grateful. If you will excuse us then. We beg your pardon. I'm sorry for causing a scene. Ineffective at controlling your temper as ever I see? Come, some things never change. No, I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry for making you watch that without a word of explanation beforehand. Especially after the trouble you went through to get it for me. So, it's true. Did the Count purchase it from you? Oh yes, that was completely true. Everything was on the level. Though honestly, considering he's a noble and a Count at that, I couldn't possibly have refused. The situation may be changing for the better in Heimdall after all. But the deference to these of higher stature is still the reality in areas where the Chancellor's influence doesn't reach. I thought it might be something like that. As for the ring, I'm going to use the mirror the Count gave me as a deposit and buy one locally. I'm really sorry for putting you through all of this. I'll need to start making my way to the station now. I don't want to miss my train, so goodbye everyone. Even though legally purchased, it still doesn't feel right, does it? Oh crap. I accidentally pressed it. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone read that because it was there for a time, but I missed it. I will see it in editing, truly. But alas, all I witnessed was that farce. Knowing Blue Blank, it was probably about the drama of this, the beauty of the drama of the scene that this was on display here. Yeah. How long has he been here? Ah, I heard from the fine gentleman who works at this establishment that you're students here for a field study. No? I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but I believe it is these setbacks in life which make it truly beautiful to be alive. The comedy of errors may have been tough to endure, but your resultant struggle against injustice was just simply breathtaking. Excuse me? However, alas, I must bid you adieu, for my search can never rest ere the ultimate beauty is unearthed. I do pray we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Until such time, fare thee well, students. Will we meet him again? And will he definitely be more himself than he is now? Which, I mean, will he steal some stuff and we have to find it? What was that all about? I think he was just trying to tell us not to let it get to us maybe? We still don't know why he helped us to begin with. What becomes of this request now? Good question. There's no stone left to make her in. Does that mean we failed? Oh no, you did exactly what we asked of you. It's unfortunate that things ended up how they did, but that was through no fault of yours. So please, accept your reward. Ooh, a status luck quartz, nice. But this... Oh, I understand how you feel, but you did exactly what you were asked for. You deserve nothing less than the reward you were promised. I must insist. Alright, thank you. I feel terrible for what Bengt had to go through. I had no idea Count Gorty was trying to find a Dryad there. Yeah, for such a silly reason as to try to prevent aging. That is the one thing none of us can fight against. Time always passes, no matter what shit happens in real life. Yeah, but if I ever get such a Dryad here, I will probably more make an accessory out of it than eating it. But did you hear that? The cracking of his teeth on that thing? That was crazy. Yeah, he's gonna have some real digestive issues at some point, I'm sure of it. Alright, Pendulums. Multiple prevention stuff. No stats. Very expensive though. I would love to get these, because it does seem like this is very one for the artistry here. But come on, look at the money. That means I have to... What, like 8 plus 8, 16,000 just to buying these ones? That is so much money. That's gonna cost me so many ingredients. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe if I get the chance to grind a bit before we leave Brayheart, I might. Alright. For now, I think it's time for us to get ready and go to the canyon. I don't think we have time to do the entirety of the canyon, but at least we can go there and have a little bit of a look around to see how big the area actually is. And who knows? Maybe we'll find the best souls pretty much at the beginning, even though I don't think so. But yeah, let's at least have a look. That's a canyon, alright. Reminds me of the road to Leiston Fortress for some reason. We now cross the border into Orc's Canyon. On the other side of it is Orc's Fort, where the provincial army is stationed. Which means the monsters we're after is somewhere along its path. The most logical approach here would be to take care of the monster first, and then continue following the path to the fort. Oh, is that the case? We should probably take some time to finish all of our other tasks first, otherwise they may be left undone. Well, I know I'm certainly anxious, so as soon as everybody else is ready, we should head out. Okay. Yeah, this game is very clear in mentioning how much time you actually have. So basically what he's saying is, if you find the bad salt, bring them back to town and finish up that quest, because once you reach the fort, where we need to report the mandatory one, things will be done. Probably gonna transition straight into the evening and give us another set of tasks for tomorrow.
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Yeah, that bridge. I thought it was just like a aqueduct or something. Then I could look at it when with like a very short flyover we got here. Again, one of the advantages of editing these videos, I have all the time in the world to look at all the scene. Alright, so we got 3 enemies here in a chest. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 areas before heading to the end of it. And before then, there will be the boss assault and the extermination request. Ooh, turtles. It's gonna have a very hard shell.
We have the advantage.
Well, still double advantage, so that's good.
Here.
0 damage. Ooh, that does not bode well.
Let's do this.
Leave it to me.
me.
Yeah.
They are both
Right.
sealed, it's good, but I think I am gonna use the
How about
break.
this? Now.
just to make it a little bit more easier.
Yeah.
But like we always learned, use the means you have. But seeing as he's sealed for another 4 rounds and blinded, I don't think we need to waste any more crafts on that one.
Yeah.
And we get to see the difference between the defenseless one
We
and the
should be
normal
safe
one.
now.
Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Curia Bomb. Nothing too special. But yeah, it is usually the items from the enemies itself that we are looking forward to. I will leave those crates until I'm basically on my grinding session. Alright, you got another chest there. We got there a red circle, so that's definitely where we need to be for a quest, and it looks like it's the quest monster. It doesn't mean that we need to be further ahead for the boss then? Or would there be another indication somewhere along the line? Ooh! Oh, this is a fast one.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. My turn.
Right. Yeah.
Target locked. Now.
Go! Alright, let's do this!
Leave
I
it to
think I'm
me.
gonna go for the
It's my
chest
turn.
we've seen on this road.
Here.
And I think after that we'll leave the rest for the next episode. And that way I have like 2 areas when I can roam around fighting the enemies and have some fun with it.
It's my turn. This is it.
Gotcha! It's my turn! Eat that! Go!
I'll help.
Not gonna let you outdo me on the battlefield.
How else would we motivate you?
Yeah, they do feel like a really nice couple to be linked together. The number 1 and the number 2 student of Thors Academy. And that's a big one. I think this was the same type of enemy
It's enormous.
we had
Stay on
as
guard.
a extermination in Celtic, wasn't it? So there's probably just one that we can only have a single advantage over.
This one looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I remember that from the baboons in the Neria Park. But that does mean these are the perfect ones to do a dance. Maybe wait for 200 and the motivate?
Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to me. There you go.
Just to get the most out of it, of course.
Silky dance. That's that.
Right!
That's brilliant amount of damage, isn't it? Alright, let's use a break
How
shot.
about this?
Because we do have to take it seriously.
I'll help. Yeah.
Oh, so close. I'm not gonna use Rean's S-Crop because we do need to be able to survive this.
I was
Never mind.
careless.
Flames, gather on my blade!
There's way too much damage for a normal random enemy on the map. We have to be careful with these.
Okay, it's safe for now.
You material. Yeah, you better give me something like that after what you did to Fee. Alright, she hasn't got any HP, but I think we've got the last, so that's good. So we can wake her up. And a lot of Sabbath, yeah. I think this is a good time to call it. We have a very strong enemy that we can actually grind for you material probably. And of course the risk of being annihilated, which is risky but definitely worth it. Don't think we have The only chests we have are towards the quest monster. So I'm gonna leave it for what that is. So yeah, next time we're gonna go for, of course, the quest monster and the bat salt, which may be somewhere further along the line of the canyon. But it does mean that we will not do the quest monster until we found those bat salts and bring them back towards Burial Heart, which we can definitely do on the next episode. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we're going to hunt for that quest monster and find ourselves some bad souls to enjoy. See you then. Bye bye.